Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on our overhead archetype, overhead mobility. So a lot of people have difficulty getting in the overhead position, and like I had talked to you guys about before, usually it's something that's upstream or downstream of the ongoing issue. So we like to mobilize in the area of deficit, right? So we're going to be mobilizing really in the overhead position most of today. We're going to be doing your lats, a little bit of your shoulders, and then we're going to end with some chest. The chest stretch. A lot of, particularly gentlemen, have really tight chest muscles, just because it's a big muscle for them, and also just because of work situation. A lot of people that are sitting at desks all day, your shoulders tend to be forward. Either if you're on a computer, typing, working, you have that forward rotation in your shoulders, which causes all these muscles to just get tight. So we really want to try to open up your chest today and stretch that out for you. That will really help as well with your overhead position. So today you're going to need some sort of a chair, a box, a bed, just something that's about this height to use. And then you're going to need a roller today. So if you do not have one, I really encourage you just to go out and get one. They're not expensive at all. But if you don't, you could use a rolled up towel again, but you really want something with some pressure today. So if you have a roller, awesome, grab it, or you can use a bigger beach towel maybe and roll it up so you just get that nice, this shape is what you're looking for. So we're gonna start with our lats. You really ignore these, especially the soft tissue aspect of it, because it's painful. So I'm just letting you know this is not super comfortable, but that's okay. Remember to use your breath, slow down your breathing. Slow inhales, longer exhales, just calm your body down. Don't tense up. That's the last thing you want to do. So what we're going to do is you're going to lay on your side. And typically when you see people using the roller with their lats, they tend to go vertically, right? Up and down. I want you to think differently. If you think about your fascia, the way it runs, it's vertical. So what we want to do is we want to go against the grain, so to speak. So instead of going up and down, we're going to be mobilizing side to side. That's really going to break up that tissue a lot easier. So we're going to do 3 to 4 passes. I will leave that up to you, but I'm going to demonstrate, show you how to do that. So you're going to start, and you want, like I said, to get that arm overhead, mobilize in the area of deficit. So start on one side. You're going to start in your armpit. You're going to gently lay down. Get that arm overhead, okay? And just lay on your side comfortably. Now this alone, just get used to it. That pressure is pretty uncomfortable if you've been using your lats doing overhead stuff, push presses, snatching. So just lay here for a second, breathe, get your body used to what's about to happen. And then what I want you to start doing very, very slowly is rolling forward, face towards the ground, back to neutral, and then I want you to try to go back. Get your head to that ceiling, get that back part. This is really where the magic is, this front to back motion. So front, very slowly. Again, this is going to be uncomfortable. So just take it nice and easy. If you find an area that's particularly sticky or doesn't feel great, stop for a second there. Take a few deep breaths and then continue the movement. So I really want you to, particularly with this lat, as I call it, smash, to try to keep some sort of constant movement, even if it's just at a turtle pace, that's fine. You're going to be mashing out that tissue, and this is going to feel so much better tomorrow. So I want you to spend 2 minutes on each pass, okay? Like I said, front to back, so face to the floor, keeping that arm in that overhead position, and then opening that chest up towards the ceiling as much as you can. And then after 2 minutes, you're going to move that roller down. We'll do 3 passes. So you're going to start right in your armpit, right underneath your armpit. Then we'll go down, right at chest level. And then your third pass will be kind of mid rib cage there. And that is where you're going to really try to use the opening to get that back part of that rib cage. We tend to ignore that part when we mobilize. So second pass, right there at chest level. This is really uncomfortable. Again, get that arm overhead as much as you can. Spend a few seconds here just breathing, trying to melt down into that roller or towel. And then once again, this guy said, start that slow motion of forward. You can use that other hand to stabilize because it's painful. Try to get your face towards the ground and then right back to neutral. And then open up that chest to the sky. Get that back part, the back of your lat, back of your shoulder, and nice and slow. Just back and forth, nice and slow. Again, if you find an area that feels particularly painful, uncomfortable, like you feel like you need to work on that area more, spend a few seconds there. Again, use your breath and just keep that motion going, the open, the side to side, like you're rocking back and forth, side to side on this roller, just rolling out that tissue there in your lats. 2 minutes there. Great, awesome. So then your last pass, again, like I said, if you always need to pause this video, so I want you to really get that full 2 minutes in. Spending that time being uncomfortable is what's really going to make the difference. You want to spend a little bit longer than you're usually comfortable with. These aren't stretches. Remember, we're mobilizing. We're getting that soft tissue nice and healthy, so it takes a little bit longer. Last pass, you're going to be right there, middle of your rib cage. Lay down. Make sure you have room on the roller to go back on this one, and again, get that arm overhead. And again, spend a few seconds here before you start the forward to back motion. Now this one you might not be able to go as far forward, but this one try to open up and go back, get that back part of your ribs. And again, just start that side to side, and you should feel this. You should feel your tissue breaking up. That's a good thing. It will help with recovery. You won't be as sore, and it's going to help with your overall mobility, getting that arm overhead for your snatches, your overhead squats, your push presses, that nice, beautiful shoulder overhead position. Awesome. So 2 minutes there. So you had 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 times. Always keep that arm overhead. Mobilize, excuse me, in the area of deficit. Start armpit, chest, rib cage, so like left side or right side, and then switch to the other side. So go ahead and pause this and do both sides of those. If you want to spend longer, that's awesome. Pause it and then come back for our second movement. Second movement, you're going to need that chair or that couch or something at about this height, okay? You're going to comfortably, if you need to get some sort of padding for your knees, or if you have a yoga mat, you might want to just do that just for comfort for your knees. You're going to face that chair. You're going to scoot back. So we're going to do 3 different movements here. So what I want you to first do is I want you to think about palms up, palms down. I'm sorry, you can start palms down about shoulders width apart. You're going to just place it on the chair or couch. Scooch back to a comfortable range of motion where you can drop your booty down. And then what you want to do is you want to think about flattening, like I said before, like a string pulling you up, right? Out of your head all the way out through your tailbone. And you want to flatten that back. And as you drop, 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 you're in that nice overhead position, and you want to try to drop your head below your biceps as much as you can. If you're here, great. Just keep a nice flat back, elbows straight, palms down. That nice overhead straight position, and then as you breathe, the longer you spend here, try to drop a little bit deeper. And just breathe. Remember, use your breath. Every time you take an inhale, I want you to think about really filling your lungs, filling your back with air. And as you exhale, letting it all release and just go a little bit deeper into that stretch. Awesome. So you're going to spend 2 to 3 minutes here. Shoulders width, palms down. Go ahead and pause if you need to, and then come back. Second, you're going to have right hand over left hand, okay? So you're going to have a little bit of a narrower stance here with your arms, so you might not be able to drop down as deep here, but you're going to take your left hand down, place your right hand on top of it. Elbows straight, scooch back to a comfortable distance, and once again, try to drop your butt down. Back, nice flat spine, nice extension in your arms. Big breath in, and as you exhale, drop your head down, if you can, below your biceps while maintaining that nice straight spine, nice straight arms, and you can drop your head here once you get here. And breathe. Really think of lengthening your spine here, guys. Pushing out toward your fingertips. Good. Again, 2 to 3 minutes. There, you can always come in and out of the pose if you need to. Take a few seconds, then go right back into it. But at least 2 minutes. If you can tolerate it, go for 3. That's great. And then your last pass or last exercise with this, you're going to do just other side. So left over right hand. So you're going to place your right hand down. Left hand on top. Same thing. Scoot your back so you can get your butt down. Nice long spine. Inhale and then drop, drop, drop. Keeping those arms nice and extended. Nice flat spine and breathe. With every exhale, try to drop a little bit deeper if you can. And again, come in and out of this as you need to. If you need to take a second, shake your arms out, that's fine, then come right back into it. Awesome. So, if you need to pause this, 2 to 3 minutes. All those 3 exercises. So, palms down, right over left, and then left over right. Nice flat spine, nice straight arms. Okay, last mobility exercise for today. We're going to work on your chest a little bit. So, this one actually has an option of using the lacrosse ball. Most people will not want to, but I always like to give you guys options if you have this in your practice. Great. So first you're going to start. You're going to lie face down on the ground. I'm sure most of you have done this stretch before. You're going to start with your arms out. You'll start with your right arm, okay? Right arm out to the side, 90-degree angle here. Palms down on the floor. So you're going to get face down, palm out, right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Nice and straight. You're going to take a big breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to roll over towards that right arm. And I just want you to stack your legs at first. And if this feels okay, then you can go ahead and drop that left leg over and get deeper into that stretch. Remember to breathe. Now, the option, like I said, with this lacrosse ball. Let me show you the other side. You can, if you want, place that lacrosse ball right around that chest muscle. So you can lay down, get that ball placed. Spend a few seconds here first. And then always just start stacking. And right here is probably where you're going to want to stop if you have that lacrosse ball placed. If you still would like more, like I said, open that leg. Full extension of this pose would be to take that other arm, grab this arm. I don't have that ability to keep my arms at a 90-degree angle, and open that chest up. So you're going to do 2 to 3 minutes with your right arm out to the side. Like I said, face down first. Open up, stack your legs. If you can do more, then go ahead and flip that leg over. Then go to your other side, left side. Left arm out. Straight out, palm down. Big breath, then just push yourself open. Stack your legs. You really want to try to stay right on top of that shoulder. This is a great stretch for your shoulder as well. And if that's okay, bring that leg over and open up more. This is going to really get into that chest. And like I said, if you'd like to utilize that lacrosse ball to get more compression or more pressure there in that chest muscle, that's absolutely an option. Sometimes if this is too much for your shoulder, you can always just lay down with that lacrosse ball or some sort of pressure and stay here and just breathe and let that ball release into that chest muscle, release that fascia, that shoulders. So after doing those 3 exercises that we did today, your chest, your back, your lats, your overhead position should feel fantastic. You should feel great going overhead. It loosened everything nice and up, if that's the way to say it. This is great. You can do this as well. Any of these exercises I give you guys, you can do them if you need. Take bits and pieces here depending on what your workout was. Do it every day, but spend at least 15 minutes, okay? And like I said, 2 minutes minimum. If you can get to 3, that's even better. And breathe. Breath is such an important component to mobility work. You want to make sure your body is nice and relaxed. You want to send those signals to your brain and your central nervous system that you're okay, you're calming your body down, and this will transfer over to your workouts, right? When you're working out and you're panicking, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't pick up this barbell. Breathe. That's why as coaches, we always tell you guys, breathe. Don't forget to breathe. It's such an important part of your practice. So thanks again, you guys. Hope you're getting something from this, and I'll see you next time.